Hello everyone, Jeff here, and today we're going to be doing a bit of work on Antilia. We're going to be working on the structure editor, which is our goal for 0.5. Now I am a little behind schedule for this month. I really wanted to be further along. It's already the 19th, and as you'll see, we're pretty much at a blank state at this point. So let's just get to it and get some progress made. So first off, I have a bit of a problem here, which I will show. Let's go in game here. And as you can see, it takes far too long, too much time to get in the game, connect to a server, get in game mode, load up the game scene. Then if I hit F2 for now, this takes me into the edit structure state. That long process of getting to this point, it's just going to kill productivity. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got to find a faster way to get into this mode so we can keep making good development. So that's going to be my first task. I'm going to work on finding a quick way, probably from just the main menu, to go straight to this screen. And that should really help speed up the development process here. So let's get to it. Okay, perfect. So now every time I run the game, we'll go straight into the edit structure mode, and we can save a lot of time selecting a character, connecting to a server, doing all that. This will be much faster, and it should speed up this process quite a bit. So let's move on. Next, I want to actually render the structure. Now, previously I ported over. I was able to get a little bit work done before today on this stuff. So I ported over the structure rendering system. What I haven't actually done is I haven't yet seen it actually start rendering a structure. So let's just try and get it to render any structure at all. And that's all I'm trying to do for now, is just get it to render anything at all. And now that I think about it, we're not going to want that purple background for this state either. We're going to want, for the editor, we're going to want I don't know if we need the full landscape, but we're going to want some like a grass plain and a sky. So there's that to sort out too here. And just to see if we're making the correct progress here, we're going to change these depth or these clear flags to make the screen green or something. Should get a green screen. That's a very green screen. Next, let's get a sky and ground plane rendering. And we can probably steal the logic from that a little bit. Let's just steal from game mode, maybe. Oh, look, there's a ground plane. Well, that was almost too easy. I feel like I'm right up against it with that texture repeats, but okay, let's keep moving forward. Cross your fingers, here we go. Is anyone really surprised? I'm not surprised at all. Let's put a breakpoint here so we can actually figure out what that problem is. Oh, hey. Bang on. So we do see structure. It is enormous. Scale the structure node down to something reasonable. My goodness. Just do 1/10 for now. It'd be really nice if we could move around. See from different angles and stuff. Let me think, how difficult would that be? Just find some keys, I guess. S and D are up and down, and this is left and right. It's always something, I swear. Okay, so it's almost there though. Yeah, I did it wrong. Okay. Okay, now I can really look at what we got. Good, good, good. Okay. I want to make the building a little more complicated just for the sake of having a feel that things are working okay, and then I want to start working on getting some of the interfaces in place. So much of Antilia's development is made faster by this just large software tools library I've developed. Just like that third-person camera mode thing. See, just like that, I got it working. Part of it is just experience. I've done this, kind of stuff for quite a while. Part of it is having this great library of things like the third-person camera. I could have spent hours building that, but I've got a nice class that does it. It took literally like 10 minutes to integrate, and it's done. It works. It does the job exactly that I want it to do. So, and that's just something that happens over time if you're getting into game development. Solve these problems, but also think about building a high quality library of utility classes and functions like that. You want to build a library of your own. It's great to have solutions that are off the shelf. It's also good to have a lot of solutions that you've made yourself that you really understand. So that's looking more like an editor. Let's get some more of these user interface elements back in the game that we want. And I think for the bottom section of the editor that shows the different styles, I'm not going to do that with a window the way we did previously. I'm going to actually use, kind of like I do with my 3D hotbar. I want to use the same sort of 3D, because it's a 3D element, I want to show little 3D previews of the building structures, but I want to use the hotbar way of doing it. But that's going to take a couple hours. I'm not going to be able to get to that today. So I'll make the left and right hand windows, and I might make a little stand-in window for now for the bottom, but I think ultimately that bottom window is going to be a 3D hotbar basically. Okay, well, definitely I got some work to do on some of these interfaces. Like this close box. Yeah, definitely some work to do on these, but pretty close. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it that this is, as far as we're going to get today in this video. I'd like to do some more work this evening, but definitely a lot more work to do on the structure editor. I'm going to make a new tile set. It's going to be a smaller tile set with a smaller per tile. Like if you look at the size of each of these tiles, this building is 2 tiles wide. I think I'm going to divide all the tiles into quarters, so this building would in the future be 4 tiles wide. And the idea is just to get closer to a tile being the width of the smallest door possible. So that's what I've got to do. Lots of work still to do this week and next week. But I'm very excited here about Antilia 0.5 and the structure editor. And I hope you are too, and I hope you'll stay tuned. So until next time, take care. A special thanks goes to this month's Patreon supporters. If you'd like to support the project, you can do so by visiting www.patreon.com/Antilia.